shit ain't never easy, I just walk my own mile. I choose to be here, I choose to live with no fear. I choose to keep my head up, I choose to drop no tears. Times get hard and it always seems to rain, but I won't give into the drama, struggle I will never claim. I choose to love life, I don't accept no strife. Keep my faith in God, truly blessed to live this life.
Hey y'all, so let's see what messages we have. We're doing the reading early today because I got some errands I got to run and I'm unsure what time I'm going to make it back. So let's see here. Give me 3. Okay. So let's see the ones that we have. We pulled 3. 3 came. Well, actually, we got 4. So the first affirmation we have is self-compassion. It says, I'm exactly where I need to be. All that I need flows to me in perfect timing. Okay. You can see them today. We have self-compassion. I embrace the full range of my energy and emotions. I allow myself to feel. Okay. We have self-expression. I choose to stop apologizing for being my true self. I allow the real me to shine. Okay. And we have self-talk. I speak words of love to myself and silence my inner critic. All right. So let's see here. See what messages, what guidance we have. And we're just gonna like jump straight into it. Oh shit. Oy. Goddamn back hurting. Alright, so we have the 9 of Swords that popped out. So there could be some anxiety that you're feeling right now. If so, Queen of Swords here with the Hermit. You're being told to see the path, to really be discerning if this is in alignment with your path. So whatever you're having anxiety about, if it is in alignment with your path, it's about seeing the bigger picture and choosing to follow where you're needing to follow. Okay? What messages or guidance do we have for the collective? I've seen the 9 of Wands with the Fool energy. So that is about finding the strength or finding the courage to take a leap of faith. To move in faith. All right. Y'all. We got so many poppers. I had 2 more that popped out. All right, so we have the Moon here with the 2 of Cups. For some of you guys, you could have some fear dealing with either making a decision or some fear dealing with a relationship. If that is the case, you're needing to kind of move in faith, find the courage to kind of walk by faith, take a leap of faith. You got a new beginning here. So with the Page of Swords here, there may be some challenges, some delays. So some of you guys are challenged by a new beginning. There we go. There's the light. So some of you guys are challenged by a new beginning here. Y'all, I don't know if I said this previously, but my computer is in a corner. So there's not much light to my computer. That's why I have this little lamp that goes directly to it. It turns and stuff so I can adjust it. So 5 of Swords here. I feel like you're really being challenged mentally at the moment. Really being challenged to overcome some confusion, some delusions, or maybe even some games, okay? With this World card, yeah, so some of you guys, you're having to put an end to some sort of illusion. Okay. That was loud ringing in my ear. All right, so, I get the ringing. Everybody gets the ringing, but that was like show-stopping, like, hold up, bitch. So I definitely feel like there's an end to some sort of illusion, an end to some debauchery, some playing around, some choices. You're very much in the space of moving into a new ascension. I feel like you're needing to establish your strength here in order to allow things to come in the way that they should. I do feel like there's some decisions that are being made or needing to be made, but you could be having some fear around it. So for a lot of you guys with this 7 of Wands here and this Lover's card, you could be resisting making some sort of decision or resisting a lover for that matter. For some of you guys, Lovers here, 7 of Wands with the 10 of Pentacles. You could be resisting committing to a lover because you're conflicted by your own illusions. Again, I feel like this is the same story, same message I've been getting every day. So some of you guys could be dealing with some illusions within your mind that are causing you to kind of resist making decisions that you want to make. So with the Eight of Wands here, I definitely feel like this is about moving forward. This is about investing your energy forward, because 8 represents investments and the Eight of Wands is about moving forward toward an investment. But I feel like there's a blockage in you moving forward because you're in a space of really being conflicted by the illusions that you create. So say for instance, Knight of Cups here. There's a blockage because you're not following your heart. So say for instance, this is about a relationship and someone wants to commit to someone or wants to take a relationship to the next level. They may be thinking of 1,000 ways that this can go wrong. If it ain't a relationship, it could be a job. You could be wanting to, start your own business or go to into another career field or start a new job. And you could have these illusions that you create in your mind of how this can go wrong a million ways. Like I tell you all the time, if you can sit up and think about how shit can go wrong, you can sit up and think about how shit can go right. Allow yourself to be in high vibration. Allow yourself to be in positive energy and attitude in regards to starting new cycles within your life. Because this looks like someone wants to commit to something and it's a good decision, but there's some fear that is associated with the decision. Okay. And I feel like the conflict here and the delay is because someone is giving into the illusions that they're creating within their own mind.
Every day I gotta stop.
All right, so someone is definitely giving into the illusions that they're creating within their mind, creating conflict. I feel like someone needs to change the way that they see things, remove the illusions, remove the daydreams. You know how we create fantasies in our head, like great fantasies that we feel like we'll never live out. It's just like fantasies that make us happy. But those can be your reality if you believe that they can be your reality. A lot of times we give in more to the thought of something not given in because we doubt that we actually can succeed what it is that we want. So instead of giving into the negative, again, give into the positive. Like stop creating these negative illusions around situations that you want to move into or circumstances that you want to move into. Say for instance, like I said, this is a job. Say you want to be a business owner. Stop thinking of the many ways that you can fail. In my opinion, and as a business owner, listen, I've not succeeded a lot over these last 4 years. But I've also succeeded at a lot over these last 4 years. And the reason why I've succeeded at a lot over these last 4 years is because I didn't give up. I didn't stop. I just continued to move forward. Even when one thing didn't work, I either tried to revamp that one thing in order to have it fit into what my goals are, or I scrapped it and I did something else. Either way go, I never stop. I just continue to move forward, continue to invest my energy, continue to invest my time, continue to work toward whatever goal I'm setting for myself. Now, sometimes we also have this illusion that things are supposed to happen a certain way within our life that could keep us barricaded and stuck because we don't realize it's never going to go the way that we think it will, because our mind basically creates a prison or a barricade for us. So free your mind and the rest will follow. You know what I'm saying? Free your mind and allow yourself to just, accept these energies in the way that they need to come in. Say for instance, you do want to be a business owner. Like in my opinion, when I was working and I was thinking about, working from home, I literally used to pray, like, let me work from home because I want to be home with my kids. I want to be home. I want to be a mother. I want to be a stay-at-home mother and, take care of my children. I thought that I was going to be doing like some clerical shit, like being somebody's assistant or goddamn, writing books or something because I can write. I thought I was going to be doing some shit like that. Like I would have never thought that this would be the path that led me to what I initially was praying for before I even knew anything about spirituality or knew anything about, manifesting my goals. I was just a regular old person just trying to, bring my dreams into a reality and not even in a high, like vibration type of way. It was just like, I'm gonna just get a job, like working for Google or something, which is nothing wrong with that. You feel me? If you work for Google, great. You feel me? There's nothing wrong with that. That was an aspiration of mine at one time, to be a tech for Google, because I knew I could work from home. It had nothing to do with the title and everything to do with what I was trying to achieve. So You're trying to achieve something here, okay? You're wanting to manifest something which I honestly believe you've already manifested in your life, but your illusions, your fears are creating this sort of conflict for you mentally. So you need to be in a space of overcoming that conflict or overcoming those fears by facing them. You feel me? Commit to what you're wanting. Commit to overcoming the illusions that you're creating. It's not real. Moon card with 7 of Cups is not real. It's a fucking fantasy. And not saying that it's even a good fantasy, because 5 of Cups is conflicted by the fantasy. So for some of you guys, like I said, you're thinking about how many ways something could go wrong that is 100% right for you. So if you want, if say for instance, you are trying to be a business owner, what you're trying to do is in the right path for you. Now you may have illusions or, delusions of how it can happen. Just allow it to happen however it's going to happen. You may fall into a career that allows you to become a business owner. You feel what I'm trying to tell you? Say for instance, 2 of Cups. This is about a relationship. 9 Cups here. That can make you really happy. It could be a true love situation, but you could be thinking about the many ways that it could go wrong based off of the previous relationships that have went not so good in your life. I'm not going to say wrong, because there's always a lesson. There's always a purpose. Okay. We don't just get into situations just to be punished. We get into situations to learn lessons so that we can evolve past that way of that perspective of thinking, or that perspective, in order to evolve. So for a lot of you guys, you've evolved to this new ascension, but you're still in the space of allowing your own fears to keep you blocked. You're allowing your fears to create challenges for you. Overcome those fears by understanding that they're just fears. They're the ego part of you that you can control, you can balance out. It's not something that you don't get rid of your ego. You balance out your ego so that you don't allow it to dictate where, how, and when you move. I definitely feel like for a lot of you guys, the main blockage here is you not following your heart. You not acting off of what you feel. Okay. So I definitely feel like for a lot of you guys, you're resisting committing to moving forward. You're resisting committing to making a choice. You're resisting anything at the moment because you're really challenged by your own fears and thoughts. You're controlling your destiny here. Either you do or you don't. And right now you're not. You don't, because you're choosing to be in a space of being still. And that's always a choice. Even if we don't understand or recognize it as a choice, not moving forward in your life is a choice. Even if, and I've seen situations, I've been through situations where it looks like there's not another option. You feel what I'm trying to say? But there's always another option. The thing about it is we have to make that option. We have to figure out what that option is. Say, for instance, you're in a situation or a circumstance to where, say you're living with someone. And I remember a couple of times in my life, I was living with someone and I felt like I have to stay here because I don't have the money to move anywhere else. I don't have the resources to find another place. I did. I could have made the money. You feel what I'm trying to tell you? I could have took on another job. I could have borrowed the money. I could have started a GoFundMe. You feel me? I could have did a number of things in order to obtain what it is that I felt like I needed to in order for me to move out of the circumstance I was in. But at the time, I was so restricted by my own beliefs and so restricted by my own fears of being without that I chose to stay in situations that were not healthy to me and that were not healthy to my family. Even at, say for instance, I had an abusive marriage. I stayed in my marriage for longer than what I should have, knowing that that was not the situation that I should have stayed in because I was afraid of my marriage failing. It had nothing to do with love. It had nothing to do with, anything but my own fear of having people on the outside of me judge me based off of a second failed marriage. Now, I don't give a fuck. I could be married. This could be my 15th fucking marriage. If I ain't happy, fuck you, I'm moving. Just because I've evolved to a point in my life to where I understand. And I've evolved to a point in my life to where I understand I'm not going to get married 14 times. But I've evolved far enough to where I understand my happiness is my happiness. My peace is my peace. Another person's opinion of whatever brings me happiness, it's minuscule compared to me choosing this for myself. I could care less. So for a lot of you guys, either there's circumstances that you're needing to break away from, which I don't actually see that. I don't feel like there's a circumstance here. I just feel like there's a blockage in you being able to truly make the decisions that you need to make or be in alignment with what you truly want, because there's fear and there's confusion, and the confusion is stemming from your fear. Your fear is allowing you to create scenarios within your mind that are not true. So you're needing to find the strength to put an end to that so that you can choose to move forward, so that you can choose to defend what you're wanting to commit to, or choose to defend your own wealth. And I also feel like for a lot of you guys, the movement forward is at a blockage as well, because you're not following your heart. You're not in your heart space. So there definitely needs to be some sort of, opening up. If you don't listen, when it comes to your heart space, we're on earth. And in my opinion, earth is directly related to the heart space. If you close yourself off, you're closing yourself off to everything. Nothing can go in, nothing can come out. So you basically will just sit there and rot. You have to open yourself up in order to give as well as receive. All right, so we're going to clarify. We're not going to clarify everything. We're going to clarify the Five of Swords. I'm going to clarify the Seven of Swords because, of course, there's confusion. I want to clarify the Seven of Wands. All right, that was the Seven of Cups. And I want to clarify this Two of Swords. All right. I'm also going to clarify this Moon card that was under there because it is significant because it came out with another card. All right. So let's see here. Why is this Five of Swords here? We got the Eight of Swords. So some of you guys, your own lack of confidence is creating this conflict within your mind. King of Swords here. So you're restricting yourself from actually making a decision, from mastering your own thoughts, and really holding yourself back. You're holding yourself back. I feel like this message it's been back and forth. It's been like you're holding yourself back, then you're making a decision to move forward, then you're holding yourself back. But even with making a decision to move forward, you can make the decision all day long, but if you ain't actually taking action on that decision, it's just a thought. So Seven of Cups here. Why is the Seven of Cups energy here? We got Queen of Cups here. I feel like for a lot of you guys, there's a lot of confusion that you're dealing with. Seven of Pentacles. So you got all the sevens out. You got a lot of choices, and you're needing to, for some of you guys, there's some choices that need to be made. I feel like with the Five of Cups here, you could even be in a space of regretting the fact that you have to make choices. Seven of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Cups twice. So you're really in the space of having these delusions or illusions of everything that could go wrong, that is creating these different options. And you might have a lot of options, okay? But with the sevens, you have to make a choice in order to move to the eight, which is an investment. You can't invest in everything. You have to choose what you're investing in. Now, yes, you can try to invest in everything, but you're going to wear yourself thin and spread your energy out, and it's going to be chaotic. You have to make a decision, and you're at the point with the sevens that the decision is a very spiritual decision. So this is about really seeing the bigger picture. And I said that with the Hermit and I think it was the set. I think it was the seven. I'm not sure which one it is, or it was the, I don't remember, but the Hermit is, no, the Queen of Swords. It was the Queen of Swords and the Hermit. So this is about really seeing the path. For a lot of you guys, you're confused and you're really just trying to nurture yourself. You're really just trying to be in a space of making sure that you're caring for yourself. But what you're doing is you're creating all of these different options, all of these different scenarios, all of these different things that are not your reality, okay? Your reality at the moment is that you're choosing to be in suspension because you're creating so many different options other than the one that is in the path of your purpose or whatever you're moving toward. So Seven of Wands here. There's definitely some sort of resistance here. Why is the Seven of Wands here? Hey. So we have the Six of Swords. You're resisting moving forward. Two of Pentacles here. You're resisting moving forward, resisting bringing balance to your foundation. Ten of Wands, maybe even feeling burdened. You could be resisting letting go of some sort of burden. So for some of you guys, you could be in a situation where you're being manipulated in some way, shape, or form, whether it be from a feminine energy in your life, or you could be in a space of being manipulated by your own feminine energy, which is your emotions. It doesn't have to be male or female. Like you could be a woman that is being manipulated by her own emotions, really in a space of being like deep in your feelings about something to where it causes you to kind of resist moving, resist making decisions, resist doing anything. Could be a masculine energy that is in his feelings, really in the feminine energy. And I'm not saying that the feminine energy is stuck in our feelings, but we do embody emotions. So I feel like there's this resistance to moving forward because someone is in a space of not understanding what they feel, and that is creating sort of scenarios that are not true, creating non-source, which is anxiety. You really need to master your own thoughts and just move in faith is what I'm looking at. So we got Two of Swords here. I definitely feel like there's a blockage here, and I feel like the blockage is the moon. So there's a blockage to a new opportunity. Two of Swords here with the Ace of Cups. And I feel like with the Queen of Wands here, there's a blockage to this opportunity because for some of you guys, you're not confident. You're not moving in faith. You're at a crossroads here. So you could be at a blockage with a new opportunity, at a crossroads with someone in your life. This someone, Queen of Wands, can sometimes be like a seductress. You could be dealing with someone that is in a space of creating challenges within your mind. They could be in a space of pushing themselves on you in a way that's causing you to kind of second guess your decisions. But these two twos here is definitely about a decision. So you're at a crossroads about a decision. You could be in a space of having some conflicts with someone that are creating fears for you. Listen, if someone is conflicted about you making decisions to do better for yourself, you need to separate yourself from that person. That means that they benefit from you in some way, shape, or form, and that they are creating some sort of manipulation within your life to keep you from taking away that benefit. I see it all the time. I see, people, it can be your mother, your brother, your sister, your cousin, your uncle. It could be anyone. It could be an employer, but a person will try to confuse you or try to create sort of confusion around you in order to, prevent you from taking away something that is beneficial, even if it's your time, your energy. You could be literally giving your time to someone and giving them, freedom to do something else, and you're wanting to, take that energy back. They could be upset about that. You could be giving someone your attention, energy, and you're taking that back. Someone can get upset and try to, manipulate it in a way that they feel like they have control over you, or they feel like that they can determine what you do, how you do, and when you do it. For a lot of you guys, whatever's happening here is creating fear for you, which is a blockage. You need to face your fears. Why is this moon card here? So 8 of Wands here. For a lot of you guys, you're needing to move away from the dark here. You're needing to move away from the illusion, from the fears, because it's bringing you anxiety here. So moving forward is even bringing you anxiety. For some of you guys, it's about moving forward. You may be in a space of really taking some sort of action, making some sort of moves, but it's creating this sort of severance in your life. You may have a fear of getting heartbroken. You may have a fear of being betrayed. All of that is just bringing about anxiety. So for some of you guys, someone could have put it in your head, if you move forward, you ever heard like a motherfucker be like, oh, well, if you leave me, anybody you with after this gonna hurt you. They gonna do this. Like they don't know that. They only saying that to keep you. I remember at one point in time, I had a man tell me, and y'all know I got 4 kids. I had a man tell me, ain't nobody gonna love you with 4 kids. Okay. But at the time, I was like, you know what? Maybe he's right, because I got 4 kids. 4 kids is a lot of kids. But now, if you don't love me with my kids, fuck you. I don't give a fuck. You understand? Because I love my kids. It's always gonna be me and my babies. I don't give a fuck how nobody else feels about it. But that man at the time only told me that because he did not want me to leave him. So he put it in my head that if I left him, and mind you, one of them was his. I actually had 2 men tell me that. One of them was his, you feel me? And it was like, okay, you telling me this because you don't want me to leave you. You feel me? You don't want me to get away from you. But at the time, I need to get away from you because this isn't a healthy situation. And even after that, in another situation to where I was dating someone, and we dated for a long time, but it was a very toxic relationship. And I had already had my kids. My kids were already born. And he was like, ain't nobody gonna want you with 4 kids. And, it didn't dawn on me at the time, nigga, you wanted me, excuse me, y'all, but nigga, you wanted me with 4 kids. Like, you wanted me with 4 kids. Like, you knew I had 4 kids when I told you I had 4 kids. And you wanted me. You pursued me. You goddamn moved in with me, started a life with me, asked me to marry you, all kind of shit. But at the time when he told me, it was like, you know what? This is the second person to tell me that. Maybe they're correct. When in actuality, they weren't. It was a manipulation tool. It was something to lower my own confidence so that I would stay in a situation that was not beneficial to me. You feel me? All right. So I definitely feel like and you know, it could even be, I've seen on YouTube, and I only speak about relationships, and it could be, you know, I'm gonna be real with you. My mama has told me that before. You know what I'm saying? When I had my baby, she was like, "And a man gonna want you, and you got all these kids." And it hurt when my mama says it, because I was like, hell, I do got a bunch of kids, but I don't give a fuck. I got 4 kids. If you don't love me with my kids, fuck you. Fuck you. You know, I got everything I need. My kids is well taken care of. I don't need no motherfucking assistance with this part of my life. So either love me and us, or leave me the fuck alone. And that's just the gist of it. But I seen on Instagram, this girl was on the phone pretending that she was like cheating on her boyfriend, and he got in. He was like, "Who you on the phone with?" He was like, "You know what? Anybody gonna fucking love you? Anybody gonna do this? Anybody gonna do that?" Like, when you say things, and this, women do the same thing. I seen a woman say, "Nobody's gonna love you. Nobody's gonna do this." Da, 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 da. When people say things like that, you feel me? They're only saying that because they feel insecure about losing you within their life. They don't. It's not. It has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with them. And even if this is an employer that's telling you, you know, you're never gonna get another job. You're never gonna be a business owner. That's because they don't want to lose the benefit of having you as an employer. So let's see here. And it could even be you that's creating these illusions within your mind, telling you, you know, I'm never going to be able to get what I deserve. Yes, you are. But if you keep telling yourself you're not going to be able to do it, you're not. And that's just the truth. All right. So, yeah, this is about a life cycle that you have to discipline yourself to move away from. With courage and abundance in life cycles here, I definitely feel like you're needing to get out of some sort of cycle and find the courage to really acknowledge and accept the abundance that is coming within your life. This is all I have. Until next time, y'all.